Hello, welcome back to Spiritual Warrior Tarot. I'm here doing the 12 zodiac sign readings for the month of April 2021. This reading will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. And remember, this is a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody. So check your birth chart for other prominent signs. Check out those readings. And remember not to get hung up on the gender of the cards, because we all have male and female energy within. And, you know, with these tarot readings, guys, this isn't set in stone. We all have free will, so the messages are for you to kind of understand where energy is and where it's going and what you can do to continue that along. And again, we all have free will, so that could change at any time depending on the actions you take and other things of that nature. So, Gemini, while I was doing my little meditation, what I saw was, Gemini is represented by the twins. So the two faces there, and what I saw was one face kind of like, and like screaming, and then the other one was kind of like, I don't care, I'm done, and like walking away. So I'm not really sure, like, I'm not sure if this is like you kind of like, what I felt initially was like that old part of you that was maybe operating from fear or lack or anything is like acting out and really trying to get your attention, and you're like, excuse me, no, and like not having it anymore. Or maybe this is an actual like person or a situation in your life that you're deciding to like leave behind because it's tumultuous, or you're just like, I'm over it and I don't deserve it and I'm worth more and all of the things. No. So let's see what comes out for you. These cards are, wow, that was strange. I haven't had a weird time with the cards today until that, so all right. Let's get you a card, and I will give you the overall with this and then the journey reading with the Shadowscapes Tarot, like I have been doing if you've been watching my channel. Spirit, please give me a card for Gemini in the month of April 2021. Ooh, that's too many. Whoa. Spirit, please give me a card for Gemini. Okay, so this is interesting. I usually don't talk about the overall energy in this deck, but I can't help but point this out to you guys. You see that at the top where the third eye is? There's two faces, and that kind of always reminds me of Gemini because they're the twins. And this card is about, this is the 10 of air in this deck, and this card is about walking away from old paradigms and really stepping into who you truly are. So I thought that was interesting. And so this is also interesting. What we have here for you, Gemini, are emotions. And remember, I literally saw one face like screaming and like, and then the other one kind of just like, and like walking away. And this card is really about letting you know that we have heavier emotions and lighter emotions, and none of them are inherently bad or good because we can learn from all of them. But it's really important not to stay in the lower minded emotions, and to remember that we all have all of these within us, and to remember to really be aware of where we sit on a regular basis. Are you up here in a healthier space, or are you down here in like a lower vibrational, kind of sticky, heavy emotional state? You know, this is about also being able to not judge yourself to when you are in this like lower vibrational type of emotion, because again, we can learn from all of these emotions, and the heavier ones that are on the lower vibrational scale, they tend to teach us the most, because if you're in a space where you're constantly in like depression or anger and guilt and shame, how can you look at that to see what it's trying to tell you? Because our emotions are like our guidance system through this life. It lets us know like where we are, where we're resonating. So if you're constantly in this lower vibrational type of emotion, maybe try to sit with that, or like question like, what is this trying to show me? Like, what am I shameful about? Or like, why am I feeling shame? Why am I feeling guilt? Is it really mine, or is it self-imposed by like my parents or society or school or like whatever, or like my boyfriend or my girlfriend or something? So I'll leave that there, and we will get into your journey reading, Gemini. And so the journey reading is to let you know where your energies are, and like what you're leaving behind as you go on this journey, and like what you're going towards, and like why you're being led on that, and all of the things. So let's get into the journey reading, Gemini. Spirit, please give me a journey reading for Gemini. Okay. Okay, so the overall in this I see is the Five of Pentacles, Gemini, and this is all about lack and kind of sitting in those lower emotions and feeling like left out in the cold, and like you don't have enough, and worrying about your foundation and worrying about things and just being sad in general. But the thing with this is you see the butterfly that's near her, and the plants that are around her, and that cute little lizard that's there, and then this beautiful glass that's there. That's like, hey, there's all of these things around you that you're not allowing yourself to see, because you're covering your eyes, and you're just focusing all of on the negative things that are weighing you down or making you feel like crap. And so like the butterfly is represents like spirit or guides, or sometimes even people around you who are trying to get you to like look up and see that you're supported and you're not alone, and that there's beautiful things all around you. So the first three cards are the leaving cards. They show what you're leaving behind as you set out on this journey. And they can be three separate things, but more often than not, it tells a story. Okay, so first off, we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving knight, and he's very determined to rush into conflict, to like fight for what he believes in, or to like win an argument, or like win whatever the battle is. I'm just feeling a very like hostile type of energy that's very turbulent and ready to like pop off at any second. Somebody who's like, this is somebody who like rushes headlong into conflict without any tact at all. And also can be a little bit arrogant at times, but to the detriment of themselves. It's like they don't really give themselves time to really think about the decision that they're making to do this and act in this way. Then we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment and going after your heart's desire and getting that, because you've put all your energy towards going after that, the way the cup is right below his heart there. And then this one here is the Seven of Wands. This is about standing your ground and defending yourself, but also like blocking yourself. And with the three of these here, what I see is like this type of energy that you're exuding, where you're ready to like go and you're ready to like fight at the drop of a hat, or almost like you like to be the one who has like the last word or whatever. I feel like you're blocking yourself from going after your heart's desire and getting your wish fulfillment from that, like saying like, here's your energy here, you know, which is like competitive and willing to like get into fights really easily. And then your wish fulfillment, and then like this, I just feel like you're blocking this from yourself because you're in this type of energy where you're like just ready to like fight. But also for some of you, I'm feeling like maybe like this is what you're ready to leave behind. Like you're ready to like stop needing to be so hostile all the time. And by doing that, in a general sense, you're putting your energy and your focus in another area and not on your wish fulfillment. So that's not really good in general if you're kind of in this space where you're like all the time. I'm getting another like story for maybe some of you to where you're really ready to go gung-ho all in on your wish fulfillment and the things that you want, and you're going to stand your ground and not let anybody get in your way when it comes to going after that. So put that with however it resonates and fits for you. So the next card we have is the Why, and this is why you're being led on this journey. And what I'm feeling is there's a need for you to slow down. So that this knight is the slowest moving knight in the deck, especially with having the fastest moving knight in the deck on your other side. I feel like why you're being led here is because there's a need for you to slow down and kind of really ground yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight because he takes his time, because he's serious about what he's going towards. Sometimes this is also like waiting a long time, but like I just feel very strongly like you need to like slow down and really root yourself into what you're going after and making that your main focus and taking small but deliberate steps every day to go towards that. The star leading you down this path we have is the Lovers here, and this is a really healthy, strong, passionate bond between two people. But this card is also about choice. So that's what I'm feeling the strongest for you, Gemini, is that you need to pay attention to the choices that you're making and how you're taking action and how you're behaving and communicating in terms of going that way. And we'll see. Maybe for some of you this could be a relationship. I'm just not really feeling that aspect. I'm feeling the choice aspect, like almost asking you, how are you making your choices? And does that need to be revised? Do you need to start doing this in a new way? And then I really feel like that's it, because the challenge for you is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is about going with the flow and allowing divine timing and intervention to happen for you in a natural way, like not fighting it, because the Wheel of Fortune is about good luck and things coming to you when they're meant to come to you, and things leaving your life when they're meant to, and you just really got to go with the flow and allow that to happen. And then the destination we have and the outcome is death. So you know, this is transformation. This is rebirth. You see the phoenix rising from the ashes right here in this card. And this is really about allowing the old patterns and the old you that no longer serves you and is not working for you anymore and is outdated to kind of be burned away, and then from those ashes you're rebirthed into something new. And so this is really beautiful for you, Gemini. I really like this. I just feel like the challenge, you're really going to have to pay attention to how you're behaving and how you're making your choices, especially with this emotions here. Don't let your emotions, especially with the Knight of Swords and then the Seven of Wands here, like don't allow your emotions to make you just react automatically without taking the time to slow down and make a deliberate choice to respond, not react, but to respond in a healthy way that's going to support you in your emotional growth and in moving forward in the best possible way that you can. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I got a little story for you. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. This is new beginnings. This is going after things in a new way. This is a very strong relationship with your higher power, your higher self, with God, with Spirit, Creator, however that fits for you, Source. And you're so connected that there's no fear, and you don't pay attention to naysayers or people coming in trying to tell you, well, that's stupid, you shouldn't do that, or like making you worry. This is like that new, like, I'm going to go after it. Wow, okay. And then the first card that I saw came out clarifying the Nine of Cups is the High Priestess. So there's a need for you to listen to your intuition. Maybe some of you have been kind of ignoring that because the High Priestess also represents a hidden knowledge. So maybe you're like deliberately ignoring. You're getting hits and pings from your intuition and you might be ignoring them. But what I'm seeing is like listen to your intuition. Judgment is here, and this is about you hearing the call and being rebirthed. So that Death card there, this is also rebirth. This is like your angels and guides coming in, and you're getting, you know, there's a red flag right there. And this doesn't, the red flag here doesn't represent like this is bad. This is like you're getting calls, like you're being called forth to something, like, you know, so allow yourself to hear the call, go after the call, and then you're rebirthed, because these individuals down here, they're like standing in graves, and this represents you allowing the death, because this comes after the Death card, and allowing the death and rebirth to come, and allowing the death cycle to happen and the old to die, and then you hear the call and you come out and you're rebirthed. So listening to your intuition, hearing the call, and allowing yourself to be rebirthed. The Emperor, taking control of your life and your situation and your emotions and every part of you. And then the Knight of Wands, going after what it is that you want very quickly and taking action towards it very quickly, because it's going to bring you some new love and fulfillment. So with this cup, you know, we'll see what happens with the Lovers, but this could be new love coming in for you, but it could also just be new emotional fulfillment and a new love for yourself coming in. So that's really beautiful. I like that. Wow, Seven of Wands is at the bottom when I just clarified Seven of Wands. So this, whatever you're blocking, or if this is you defending yourself, it's the King of Wands came out. So what I'm getting with this is like, you don't need to engage in anything with anybody that makes you feel like you need to defend yourself and you need to explain yourself. obviously stand up for yourself if you need to, but if it's unnecessary, just stop participating. Exactly like what I saw in my meditation before I began. Like there's somebody over here like, and then the other person is like, I'm walking away from you. So King of Wands is similar to the Emperor in terms that he takes control of his own energies, and he's very confident, prosperous, and goes after what he wants with no fear and without caring or listening to anybody who's like telling him he can't do it, basically. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, wow, that's interesting. Taurus got a few of these same cards. Okay, so I just clarified the Knight of Swords, which is that like turbulent, like going after things. This is keeping you stuck in a state of like fear and anxiety, and anxiety is what I'm feeling the most. And this is like sleepless nights, and worry. And I feel like, and then you have the Queen of Swords here, and she cuts out things that no longer serve her. And then we have the Moon here. So unknowns, intuition, fear, and anxiety. So like, I just feel like you're there. I feel like you're kind of not, I wasn't going to say it, but they did. I just heard say it. So you're keeping yourself in a state of fear, and by, okay, why would somebody feel the need to have to like go like headlong into conflict, feel triggered, feel like you need to like explain yourself, defend yourself, and like fight? Why would somebody feel the need to do that? That comes from fear. That comes from a base of fear of like not being understood and feeling like you need to like explain yourself. And so with the Queen of Swords here, I'm just like really feeling strongly you need to cut that shit out. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but cut it out. Okay. Why is it Knight of Pentacles here? Okay, yeah. So then what I was just clarifying is the Knight of Pentacles, which is the why you're being led on this journey. And, that's like the slowing down, going slower, taking deliberate steps towards your goal or what it is that you want. Justice is here, so balance coming in for you. And then I got Six of Pentacles, which is also about balance. And I got a bunch of, and I saw this earlier, and I just should have said it. Okay, so let me do the order in which they fell out, because it's like you're getting a story here, Gemini. That's all I gotta say. Okay. So 10 of Wands. Put down these burdens. Knave of Swords, Page of Swords. Taking information in a brand new way and being alert and allowing yourself to operate in a new way. And the Page of Swords is also about like truth as well, in a way, like using logic and truth to analyze and assess new information coming in. So put down these burdens, see things and information in a new way, come into balance. So maybe you are like giving a lot of yourself and not receiving as much, or vice versa. This is an inner battle. We have 5 of Wands here. King of Pentacles, which I saw before. And Ace of Pentacles, which I also saw before. So now you have 2 aces. And what I'm getting for this little story of why you're being led on this journey is because you need to put down the burdens of the past and how you used to be and how you were like taking information and then acting towards that, because that was keeping you way out of balance. So with these Pentacle cards here, clarifying this Knight of Pentacles, it's like they want your focus in prosperity, in abundance, in building for yourself and structure for yourself, because I feel like this kind of chaotic haywire energy where you were, and they're trying to get you, like your guides are trying to get you to like let go of all that stuff from the past and how you were operating, and to start taking information in a new way, and to balance yourself, and to maybe let go of conflicts to where before you were like ready to jump in. But especially with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, like by slowing down, making deliberate moves and balancing yourself and letting go of the old things that used to burden you and trigger you, you'll come into this new energy where you're mature and you're focused on building a stable foundation for yourself, and that comes in. This is exactly what this is too. So this is really good in terms of why they are wanting you to go down this path. Why is the Lovers here? Wow. So, Towers here at the bottom. Big changes, and they're happy changes, because look what's here. The Sun just came out clarifying the Lovers. So I feel like what I was getting before was like those choices for you. And with the Ace of Cups here, like I kind of feel for some of you, once you make this change and let go of that old part of you, or maybe if it is a person around you who triggers you into that, it's once you let go of that, whether it's a behavior or a person, big happy changes are then going to come for you. And maybe for some of you that will result in a new partner, because that's what happens. Like when we decide, when we make the deliberate decision to let go of those things that no longer serve us and that we can feel inside of us are just making us feel like bleh, like when you're able to let go of that and move past the immaturity of that, changes come in for you, and they're really good. And then they can, that's how you attract a new partner, because you've gone you've taken an effort to balance your emotions, and then you balance like your vibratory state, and then you attract somebody new who's on your level. Like, just as an example, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're just triggering you and it's fights all the time and blah, 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 but like what's going to happen if you stay there? You're basically telling the universe, I'm okay with this. Bring me more of this. But if you literally like put a stop to it and you no longer participate, that can't affect you anymore. And so what you bring in is something better on that higher vibratory level that you're on, because you made the decision to not be in that anymore. So I hope that makes sense. Nice. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, the challenge. And what I said before was I feel like this is here because the challenge for you is going to be like going with the flow and allowing things to leave your life and then come into your life in a natural way. And what we have are the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. So this is interesting. This is about heartbreak and really feeling down and sad. And I feel like, Gemini, you need to take some time to heal yourself, separate yourself. The Four of Swords is about separation. So you've gone into this space by yourself, nobody else is around you, and you're able to meditate and get quiet and to really hear what you need to hear in terms of your growth and healing and stuff like that. So I feel like with this here being the challenge, the Wheel of Fortune, like I feel like what this is saying is this new, really good, fortunate beginning is trying to come in for you, but you need to go through the healing, and you need to go through the healing and meditate and really get quiet and get alone to listen and to heal that past part of you that was being triggered and where you were making decisions and taking action from before. Like, that needs to go. So you really need to take time to separate yourself, heal, and meditate so that this goodness can really come in for you. Especially with the Death card here as the destination. Like, if you don't go through this change of healing, separating yourself from things and healing from it, you can't go, like that rebirth, that change won't happen for you. All right, so let me not take too much more. Wow, okay, so the Tower really wanted to come out. The Lovers is here again. And the Magician, wow, okay. So, for some of you, I feel like once you go through this, you're probably going to get a new partner, a new relationship, because we now have the King and Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands just came out clarifying the Death card. So Queen of Wands, Temperance, and then the Tower. So I talked about it earlier and it showed up. It really wanted to come out. So I feel like what this is saying is once you go through this death and rebirth cycle and you fully heal and you allow the changes to happen for you, you come into this energy where, again, like the King, the Queen is in control of her energies, but this is very, again, very confident, very prosperous, very passionate, and goes after what she wants, and is very, like, people are attracted to the Queen of Wands. This is a very attractive type of energy, the King and Queen of Wands. And then you have Temperance, and this is all about going with the flow, like I said, and healing and balance as well. And then the Tower. So what I'm getting with this is, like, once you let this change happen for you, you come into this ability to be able to harness your own energies, because I saw the Magician here at the bottom with the Lovers, and it's probably going to bring a new person in for you. If you're, if that is your story and you're not, like, married or, like, in partnership happily with somebody, like, allowing yourself to take control of your life and your energies and heal yourself and come into balance. And this is also patience too, having the patience to go through this healing. It's going to bring changes for you. And what I see is it's probably going to bring in a new relationship because you have mastered all of your energies with the Magician here. So Gemini, this is a really great reading. I hope these are your messages, and I hope they were helpful for you in a general sense. Allow the change to happen for you and let go of the turbulent needing to fight, needing to defend yourself, needing to explain yourself, and concentrate on healing your emotions, so that way when you go into new partnership or just for your life in general, you're not triggered by those things when they come up. You'll have the intelligence to be able to use the tools to get yourself from here to up here, and, like, no longer be triggered by those things that in the past maybe made you very chaotic and So those are your messages, Gemini. I hope this was helpful for the month of April 2021. If this did not resonate with you, please check your birth chart for other prominent signs and check out those readings as well. And let me know if this resonated with you down in the comments. And there's just a lot of happy changes for you. So I'm happy to see this. And I will see you soon, Gemini. Take care.